So for our first graded assignment, we watched the documentary and had a couple questions to ask. And the first question was, what is art? And personally, I think art is anything and everything. What one might see as trash is another seen as work of art. The same with everything. For example, music. My dad hates the music I listen to sometimes, like pop or hip hop or rap, because he likes Bon Jovi and he likes Celine Dion and Cher. And I do too, but I think it has to do with like the era you're born in, because we were completely different. You also have to allow your mind to like see other people's perspective when it comes to art. And I think every day is like an art, like your hair, your makeup, the way you wear is a form of art. Where do we draw the line between what is and isn't art, and what makes a work of art valuable? I forgot how to say the word, but it's Providence, who owned the painting in the past, has a lot to do with it. And it kind of freaks me out about how much money there was. Like one lady in there that had $13 million or $18 million she spent on a painting, and that's just crazy. And part of it was who had owned it previously. And also, like, some of the arts in it is who's willing to pay more, and usually buyers don't go to the auction. They have somebody there for them, and they're like on the phone or something. And wanting to buy the real thing is like a big deal. What is art used for, and how can it function in the world? Be specific. Okay, again, I think that like goes to the first question, what is art? I believe it can be used for anything, anything and everything. Like, we see art everywhere we go. It's in our house. We are art. Buildings, furniture. Like, I've seen a couch that can go like 30 different ways just by the way it was made, and it's really cool. Technology is a big deal, because technology has a lot of forms of art, and like bridges. And that's one thing I'm really excited to go to New York about, is because there's literally art just everywhere you go. It can also be in books. Writing is an art. What are some key points you learned within the documentary, and how did your thoughts on the above question? Okay, so seeing painting in person I think is a lot more effective. The guy who went in to see the painting, he was like, oh, this probably won't be a big deal, like it's just a painting, because it shows suffering and hurt, but then he feels so much when he goes and sees it. I still don't see how people spend millions of dollars on paintings, but I couldn't imagine that. But when spending that much money, you're almost looking at who owned it before, and were they famous? Do they do anything with the world? I personally also think it has to do with the artist, if they're famous or not, what was their work before. But it's because I can make certain things that like artists have made. Not too big into artists because I can't make anything, but I can make something that they made, like a replica, and theirs would go for like thousands of dollars, and mine would maybe go for $20. And that's just because my name isn't big, but theirs is, so it goes for that much amount of money.